Hi, I'm Will Leach, author of Marketing to Mindstates, and this is your Mindstate Messenger. You know, in today's marketing, we're always experiencing things around, we got to get more emotional in our marketing, or that ad doesn't feel right to me, or sometimes we got to build products around moods. Have you ever heard of this? Well, I want you to know that there's actually a difference between emotions and feelings, and how you should be activating on these two concepts differs depending on your intent. So, first and foremost, probably you need to know that these are not the same things. Now, for many of you out there, there's not a big difference, but technically there is. Some work from Paul Ekman, his work around the 7 core basic emotions. His work shows that we actually experience emotions and that they're in the moment. In fact, he also talks about how these are universal. Now, you may have heard of these 7 universal emotions: joy, sadness, fear, contempt, disgust, surprise, and anger. So his work showed that there are these 7 universal emotions. Now, there's other people that don't agree with that work, but it doesn't really matter. The bigger point on this is that emotions are collectively experienced and they're influenced in the moment. They're activated. They are actually in the body. They're released in the body. That's why when you have an emotional hot state, you will have higher adrenaline levels. You'll be hotter, in fact, your temperature and things like that. So your biology actually experiences an emotion. This is slightly different than what is a feeling. Feelings are discerned after an emotion. It's the meaning you place on that expression or that experience that you're having. So feelings are discerned, and because they're discerned, because you're putting a name to it, they oftentimes contain a bias or at least a misconception. So let me give you an experience here or an example. So have you ever gone to a party and you don't really know a lot of people there, and you may have butterflies? Now, the butterflies, the emotion of that is probably something around fear is my guess. So if you have butterflies, you're probably experiencing a taste of fear. Now, feelings could differ. For some of you, like me, I'm an introvert, that creates that fear response actually makes me anxious. So I could feel anxious. Another person could have that same experience of butterflies, but they have feelings of excitement because they know they're going to meet new people and there could be opportunities. See the difference there? So emotions are felt, but feelings provide meaning. That's why whenever you're in an experience, some coaches will tell you all the time, what meaning are you assigning this experience? Because that is something that's controllable, whereas emotions oftentimes aren't very controllable because they are felt. So let's talk about in marketing. So how do you use these things in marketing? Here's my kind of use of it in marketing. What I like to do is when I have to experience or communicate a big idea, what I want to do is make sure first and foremost that I have a subconscious experience. I want to focus on emotions because I want to get that heightened emotional arousal so that you'll look at my communications longer. So what I like to think about is my first and foremost job is to evoke the emotion that I want. One of those 7, maybe there's one of 9, but I want to evoke that first. Now, how I help you experience that emotion, how I have you discern that emotion, I can control. So I want to frame that feeling. So the example of the party, I can talk about those butterflies and how they may give me a little sense of fear. However, that fear creates excitement for me, and then that should create excitement for you. So I will actually interplay emotions and feelings in the same communication. What I do with feelings is I frame those feelings so that you're nodding in your head going, yeah, that's exactly the thing that I'm experiencing right now. So focus first on evoking an emotional response and then frame that emotional response in the way that fits best with your customer. And so when you do this, understanding the linkages between psychology and messaging and how these things get put together can help you take a very smart step towards growing your brand or business using behavioral science. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Now hit that like button if you found this video helpful, and don't forget to subscribe so you can see the latest videos to show you how to grow your brand or business using behavioral science.